Content is everywhere, right? Individuals, companies, small, big, everybody's creating content.
Today, people watch video and they listen, and that is the way that we consume information. We really don't read to the degree we used to before. And although I love writing and I find that to be a travesty, if I wanted to meet the people where they are, I needed to go to audio and video.
Businesses still really struggle to create video. It's more expensive, it takes more time than to just write. So that shift what we really saw on the consumer side, we now see happening on the business side. So we are really in a place to empower all these businesses to create video online.
We're in an era now where, especially for founders, for CEOs, it is much more common to be a very clear spokesperson for your brand and for your business. So you're going to see this trend continue, and you'll benefit from it because younger consumers in particular are much more interested in the humans behind the business.
There's a huge shift in content production, and I think it started obviously with mobile phones, and where in essence we're seeing this big shift where content creation used to be something either for very big studios, film studios, movie studios, big agencies, and suddenly with this phone everybody became a creator, and much more content was starting to create. And what business started to understand is like, okay, hey, content is actually becoming an essential part of our business, and we really need to invest into content.
I'm Alexis Sohanian, probably best known as the founder of Reddit and a proud early investor in Riverside. Video is such a rich way to tell a story. It's engaging, it's dynamic, and it's something that I just think is going to continue to get more and more compelling as the devices we walk around with, as the devices we have to record with are going to get better and better and better.
My name is Miles Yule, and I oversee production technology at Vox Media. Video has been a part of our work for a long time, and today that remains true for a lot of our brands. And recording video and audio interviews has been a core part of our work as well. Like Vox.com, for example, interview work early on, editorial. Before the pandemic, things were a little less agile. In some cases, we could do a video interview over Skype, and the remote video interview was never preferred. When the pandemic hit, it kind of changed everything. Thankfully, the tech was there at that time, and we eventually switched and found our home with Riverside.
Riverside is a online content creation platform, so we make it really easy to record content remotely, removing all the technical barriers for you to create your story and get it out there.
Riverside was born from a different project that me and my brothers did together, which was an online debating platform for politicians. And with the idea that we need to create a place where debates are better moderated, where we can hear both sides of the story.
So we figured, why not democratize this ability to have conversations for anyone who wants to have them, and also allow them to share them with the world. So yeah, that's when we pivoted to Riverside.
Launched in March 2020, so actually just before COVID started.
And basically from there it really took off.
Video is going to continue to be a hugely important medium for businesses, and it's going to be an anchor point on which to build community. The community gets built in the comments, that is text, but the anchor is definitely in the video.
Hi, I'm Cody Sanchez, and I run Contrarian Thinking, which is a media company focused on financial freedom. We think about ourselves as a 21st century media company. We produce 12 pieces a day times 30 days a month, and we produce at least 2 to 4 long form videos a month. The idea is that we meet people where they are, on what platform they're on, at the moment that makes the most sense for that platform. You have to make sure that your content is differentiated. And in a world in which AI videos exist, in which it's easier than ever to upload, I think the future is excellence, not just quantity. But that is what we are preparing for, is how can we take content creation to the next level? Because I think if we do what we're doing today, and a year from now, we'll be irrelevant.
So if you have the ability to create good quality content in a fast way, you're basically ahead of the game, because you're going to be able to extend out, create more content, create better content. It becomes this loop where you're going to be recognizable, and you're going to get your message across.
What something like Riverside does is enables the speed of production, and also updating the features as the landscape is changing. And for a cloud-based tool, it's a lot easier to do that.
In today's day and age, video editors are really hard to find. And so finding a tool that can help you get to the virality and then give it to your video editor is really useful.
It used to be really hard to be an editor, it takes tons of time, it's hard to get high quality content recorded remotely. And with Riverside, all of those technical difficulties completely disappear. You have all these tools to record really high quality content. We make it really easy to edit the content for you afterwards. We give you the highlights, the clips, the transcriptions. We can give you the frames.
A friend of mine, Stephen Bartlett, Diary of a CEO, he has like a little button he hits when he's talking to a guest, and every time he hits the button, that's a clip. He's like, that's a banger, that's a banger. Cody told this story right here, do something with that. And so I don't have to be the one doing it because the team can actually be doing that real time.
So what we're doing is we're making it much easier to create good quality content.
It's just so much easier.
So much easier.
Very easy to use and idiot proof.
Which makes it also much more accessible for business to create. So we're seeing much more content being created by companies because we're democratizing that entire process.
And that's what we're trying to do without any headache of tools and thinking about the technicality of it, really focusing on that message.
And Riverside is just going to continue to consume and adapt the very best tools, the very best libraries to make that experience for you as an editor so much easier, so much better, so much cheaper, so much faster, so that you can create even a higher quality final product for your consumers, and everyone wins.
Video is an important part of Vox Media's DNA and what many of our brands do. Responding to the changing environment, whether that's the platforms folks use, whether it's how people are taking in the content, we need to move quickly to make sure that we're sharing our stories and our amazing information and interviews and everything with our audiences where they are. A cloud product like Riverside is a great fit there because it's being updated all the time, and I think we'll keep up with the trends and how people take in content.
But